Welcome to another video of Math Shorts with Mr. S. In this video, we will explore adding integers pictorially. Let's use a number line to add integers. For example, let's solve -1 add +4. The first number in the equation tells us where to start on the number line. So in this example, we will start at -1. But where do we move on the number line? We move in the direction of the second integer. Since our second integer is positive, we are going to move 4 spaces in the positive direction. After moving, we land on +3. So -1 add +4 equals +3. Here's another example. Let's solve +2 add -4. The first number in the equation tells us where to start on the number line. We start at +2. But where do we move on the number line? We move in the direction of the second integer. Since our second integer is negative, we are going to move 4 spaces in the negative direction. After moving, we land on -2. So, +2 add -4 equals -2. We can also use counters to represent integers. Yellow counters represent positive integers, and red counters represent negative integers. Let's solve -2 add +5. When adding integers, we draw counters to represent integers we are adding. We can draw -2 using 2 red counters and +5 using 5 yellow counters. We can circle 2 red counters and 2 yellow counters to make 0 pairs. What value do we now have represented? There are 3 yellow counters that are not circled, so we have a value of +3. So, -2 add +5 equals +3. Let's use counters to solve +3 add -4. I have 3 yellow counters to represent +3 and 4 red counters to represent -4. Next, we circle our 0 pairs. What value is represented? 1 red counter is left. +3 add -4 equals -1. We can add integers using a number line and yellow and red counters. This concludes the video on adding integers pictorially. Thank you for watching. To learn more about math, please view my other videos on my channel at Mr. Slobodnick Math.